Okay, but it is so not fair that she can have rugs outdoors but we can't. Items are cool, and there are a lot of them in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Even more were added to the game with the huge 2.0 update, yet still, when we take a look around the game, there are many different types of items that we can't get for ourselves. We see these displayed every single day in various places in New Horizons, yet Nintendo is still hiding them from us, even though they'd be really cool to collect. We have gotten lucky a few times, and some of these display pieces have been turned into items that we can get our hands on, for example the fences in Harvey's Island, but there are many new ones that were introduced to the 2.0 update that we can't seem to get our hands on. So in this video we're going to be taking a look at 10 of the most interesting of these. Let's start off with a really cute one. This is Leaf's little garden display, which you can see on Harvey's Island. Of course, this was introduced with the 2.0 update, and I think that it's absolutely adorable. I'd really like to be able to use this on my island, as I do have a really strong farming theme, so this item would fit in incredibly well, and I can imagine that a lot of people would like to get their hands on this one. This could have been a really cool reward that you would get from Leaf after buying a certain amount of items from him after a certain amount of time. That would give players something to work towards, as I feel like a lot of people would really like to get this item. Sadly for now, it is not possible to get Leaf's garden shelves, but I really wish that you could. If you find yourself in the roost, then you might notice this really cool drinks cabinet that is sitting behind Brewster. I absolutely love this. Whether you're trying to design your own cafe, maybe you're making a bar, or you just want something nice in your kitchen, this little drinks display would have been really cool to have. I know a lot of people who have built their own cafes and such, so this item would have fit in very well to that. Brewster actually does give us a lot of rewards for going to the roost every single day and drinking coffee, so I feel like this could have been another one that they added in. More rewards are always a good thing after all, as it just keeps people playing for longer and gives them more goals to work towards, so this would have definitely been a cool addition. Sadly, it was not meant to be, and I really wish Nintendo would have thought about adding it. I especially love the fact that you can see the little roost cups in there as well. That would have been a really great addition. And maybe you could customize it too, so that it could fit different styles, and the cups could even have different designs too. On to Happy Home Paradise, where there are a ton of cool items that Nintendo is hiding, I have to talk about the Driftwood on the beach. I absolutely love this, and I am really sad that we cannot get this on our own islands. When they first showed off footage for Happy Home Paradise, I definitely thought this was going to be something that we could collect. After all, it just makes a lot of sense. It looks like the log bench that we have, but it would have been a version for the beach instead, which would have been such a cool idea on Nintendo's part. This definitely could have been a Happy Home Paradise exclusive item, so maybe you could have only gotten it through here, but sadly for some reason Nintendo decided not to add it in at all. It's simply just a display piece that you can sit on the beach. I do like the fact that it has its own special camera movement when you do sit down, but aside from that, it is a little bit disappointing. I'm a big fan of the natural items in the game, so this one will definitely be in my thoughts. I just wanted to quickly say this video is sponsored by Disney Emoji Blitz. I'm hosting a giveaway for a $25 Nintendo Switch eShop card to reward you for playing the game. To enter in, all you have to do is download the game using my link in the description, get to level 20, screenshot that and send it to me on Instagram at Crossing Channel. Giveaway ends on July 17th, so make sure to enter in before then. This is a fairly simple one, but the bunting over on Harvey's Island. We do kind of have some items that are similar to this, but I wish we had the really tall campsite-esque bunting that we can see all around Harvey's Island. I feel like it would have to look a little bit different to distinguish it from Harvey's Island, but I just want this. I really want more items that I can work with for the campsite. For the fifth item on this list, we're looking at one that would actually be incredibly useful, and I'm definitely surprised that they didn't give it to us. This is the Pokey BD, which you can only access in the office in Happy Home Paradise. I think it would have made a lot of sense if they had turned this into an item that we could get and use in our own home as well. This would have been incredibly convenient, and after all, they did let us actually get the ABD as a new item with the 2.0 update. I do get that they're probably just trying to limit this to Happy Home Paradise, so you have to go there if you want to access any of the features, but consider the fact that we can use many of the Happy Home Paradise features on our own islands if we do have the DLC, so it would have been a cool idea for them to let us have the Pokey BD. I also feel like people are going to say, well, what if someone got it but they didn't have Happy Home Paradise? What would happen then? Well, it just simply wouldn't work. It would just be a display piece, which I think is fine. But for those of us that do have the downloadable content, it could work exactly as it does on the archipelago. I don't feel like it would stop you from visiting the archipelago, but it would allow you to do that conversion every single day from your home or just your island in general, which would be really helpful. In at number 6, we have one that I am so sad about. This is Cyrus's Workbench. This is such a cool item. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of any of the workbenches in Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'll tolerate them, I'll use them because, I kind of have to. But I really wish we had Cyrus's one. In my opinion, aside from the original workbench that we get in Resident Services before it upgrades, this is the best workbench in the game. I love all the different little elements that you've got, like the paint on top of it. I just think it's such a shame that they didn't turn this into an item. Once again, maybe if you'd done enough customizations with Cyrus, he could have given this to you as some kind of special reward. That would have made a lot of sense to me, and again, it encourages players to keep playing every day and interacting with these characters in shops. But sadly, Nintendo didn't decide to give us this one. It is merely a display piece on Harvey's Island. Rest in peace, this beautiful workbench. I will literally never forget you. Speaking of workbenches, I just have to give an honorable mention to this one that you can see in the office of Happy Home Paradise. It's just a really cute one that eventually does change into something else, although it still remains a little table. I don't know, it's simplistic, but I do think it's really cute all the same. Now we're back to Harvey's Island, and I gotta talk about Katrina's pots. Vases, pots, whatever you want to call them, these would have been great rewards from Katrina after interacting with her for a certain amount of times. After all, you can get a bunch of other really cool items from her, so I don't know why they didn't give us these as well. There are so many instances where these would look really great, but sadly we cannot get them. I also have to give a quick mention to the garlic which she has hanging up. How on earth did she get this if we can't grow garlic as a produce in Animal Crossing New Horizons? I don't get it. Where did you find this, Katrina? You need to let us know right now because I want to grow some garlic. I want to make some garlic bread in New Horizons. For number 9, I need to talk about this long boy in Happy Home Paradise, this palm tree. Is this really an item? I guess that is up to you to decide. I personally think that trees count as items. Why can't we get giant trees like this on our own island? They're all the same size, which I feel like is super unrealistic. Trees would definitely grow a lot taller in real life, and I just feel like it would add another really cool element to our island if trees could be in different stages. So I'm personally hoping that one day they will let us grow trees even further, and maybe they can get as tall as this really special long boy over in Happy Home Paradise. Finally, I'm going to talk about the beach umbrellas in Happy Home Paradise. I'm really surprised that they didn't turn these into items we can collect, as they would have been perfect. I feel like we do have other kinds of beach umbrellas, but none that stand on their own like this. I do remember seeing the footage for Happy Home Paradise for the first time, and I definitely thought to myself, yeah, these are going to be items that you can collect as well, so I was very surprised when Nintendo didn't let us do that. These would have been great for any tropical themed island out there, or just to give you more ways to decorate your beach, which is already hard enough in Animal Crossing New Horizons, I personally think. But let me know in the comment section down below, what items around the map have you noticed that we can't collect for ourselves that you really wish we could? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. If you made it to the end, be sure to comment Bob's Gang so that I know you did. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on channel notifications for more Animal Crossing videos. I want to say thank you to these channel members for supporting me and the content that I make here. Their contributions allow me to keep making videos. If you want to support these videos and get some great perks for doing so, like access to our members only Discord, exclusive Bob emojis and live streams, and much more, then click the join button down below the video or the link in the description.